Hello there and welcome to a video all about remotes. Yes, pretty boring, but it is the main thing that connects you and your Android TV box. So the ones you're probably familiar with if you've ever bought a Chinese brand type style Android box is one of these. And I tell you what, they're not worth it. They normally come free with your box, and to be honest with you, the factory doesn't really give a damn about them, and they just fire them out as cheaply as possible. And you know what? They are cheap rubbish. Okay, so if you got one of these, chuck it in the bin and get yourself something like this. Okay, these are also quite cheap and they all come from China as well. They're all like Chinese brands and stuff like that, but they are decent. So this one here, this one comes and you can just put in 2 AA batteries, which is good because you're not relying on rechargeable rubbish from China. So these ones here, I've got a full QWERTY keyboard. It's got a full keypad on the front, and yeah, it's also got a wireless mouse as well. So just press it and I think air mouse, that's the one, that's the word I'm looking for. So this one here as well is similar sort of setup. Unfortunately that one comes with a built-in rechargeable battery. I don't recommend anyone buy rechargeable battery devices from China because they tend to be a load of crap, especially the non-branded ones. Just stay clear. Now this one is a bit similar to these ones, but it doesn't have a QWERTY keyboard on it. It's still pretty decent. Now the main thing about these boxes is they have these Wi-Fi sort of dongles that come with them. So yeah, they can plug into pretty much everything. You're not relying on Bluetooth or anything like that. As long as you've got a USB port somewhere on your box, then it'll work. It's just literally plug and play and away you go. These will also work on PC, Linux and all sorts of different things. So let's take a look at them and let's see how they perform. So all you need to do with these remotes is get your dongle and pop it into the side of the box. Just a free USB port somewhere. And then you can use it, as you can see. It's got the air mouse, so I'll turn the air mouse off quickly and I'll just show you through. As you can see, it's nice and smooth through the menus. It's got a long distance on this. I can be the other side of the house if I want to and it'll still work perfectly fine. Not like obviously an IR remote where you have to be quite close to it for it to actually function properly. And it's obviously got the full keyboard just here, so we can say go to the Play Store and we can type really quite easily. I don't know. Use the air mouse to actually click. As you can see, the air mouse is actually quite responsive to your hand movements. There's no like sort of lag or anything like that. It's very quick. And if you need to adjust it, you can. You can probably see me flicking my wrist, just if I needed to get into a certain position, just to make it quicker, you can do that. It moves the hand movements quite well. So yeah, so that's these style remotes. I mean, this one here works pretty much basically the same.
Again, with this one, obviously this one doesn't have a keyboard on it, but yeah, it works basically the same. It's the same kind of technology in it, and it works just fine. So yeah, that is these IR remotes.